All right, I've got everything entered and taken a look at it. So now I'm going to go grab somebody who can do a quality review with you.
Okay.
Be just a moment.
All right.
Ed, could you come do a quality review?
Sure. Good afternoon, I'm Ed. How are ya?
Good. How are you?
Good. Looks like we got your taxes done. We're just going to take a moment to review the information here. So, got your intake sheet. I see your ID documents and social security cards and your tax forms. So I think I'll start out by just kind of confirming your name and address. Okay, that looks good for your name. And your social. That's properly entered. There, I'll give you that back because that's an important one. I'll give you your son's back in a moment. Okay. Your best phone number ends in 3389?
Yep.
Good. Got your email in here at mail time. That is a Z at the end of your email name. Good. Okay, and you're at 4265 Pine?
Yes.
Well?
Oh, no, not 4265.
4256.
Yes,
Sometimes, yeah, we all have a little dyslexic moment from time to time. Let me just draw the tax preparer's attention to that. So when you need to just make a change, just click back in that field and correct the number. So 4256, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's good. And so apartment A1, right?
Correct.
Okay. Zip looks good. State ID is fine. And then your driver's license info. And that is entered correctly, so I'll give you back your driver's license as well. Now we're ready to check out your dependent. So it looks like you thought that you might have been able to claim your girlfriend, but that didn't work.
Correct.
Okay, so just your son. And we got Juan's info here, and he was born on May 25th, right?
Correct.
Okay, the year is right. Got all the proper check boxes marked, and his social looks good, so there's his social back. I'm just going to check the due diligence now to make sure that all the entries were properly made. Okay. So many boxes on these things, but that's to ensure that the doorway for all the tax credits are open. Oh, I do see that there was daycare expenses for one, right? And you had a letter here. Let's double check that. 3,200, that's correct. And he went to Happy Faces. Good, the ID is good, the address is fine. And we got the amount in there. So that should be fine for that. Then kind of reviewing the other documents you had, looks like you had just one job and one W-2, correct?
Yep.
And you did not have health care through the federal marketplace, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right, we'll take a look at the W-2 here. Good. All right. And that box is marked. Okay, that's fine. Good. So we'll keep those together for you. We'll put them in your packet here when we're all done. And then I will just double check that your money's going to the right place. Yep, and you're at First National, right? In a checking account?
Yes.
Okay. And that's properly entered. The date is correct on there. We'll set this ready for e-file.
Okay.
And looks like everything else is marked. I'll just put in my code number since I reviewed the return. Thank you for filling in our customer survey. We appreciate that. Now we'll set the return stage as ready to transmit because I think we are. I'll run a quick diagnostic. And of course, in training mode, it doesn't give us the green checks that we normally expect in a live return, but that's fine. And let's take a look at it as it will appear before we print it, just so you can reconfirm all of that info.
Okay.
I'm going to set it as ready to print. Make this a little bigger for you to be able to see. It'll be just a second as that comes up. Okay, I'll blow up the screen here a little bit better for you. All right. So, can you see the screen okay?
Yep.
Good. And it's always helpful to have your eyes double check stuff in the way it's going to look at. So, did I get the address correct now?
Yes,
All
that's
right.
right.
Good. And your social, of course, is appropriate?
Yep.
Great. Going to be filing as head of household as you are claiming Juan. And we did double check his social and he is eligible for the child tax credit. This is how much money you made at your W-2. That was your only source of income for the year. You didn't have any adjustments, no student loans, you weren't self-employed or had any other common adjustments. This is the standard deduction for head of household that reduces your income down to the taxable income. So out of everything you made, what tax is levied at? On the second page, there's your income tax. The income tax is eliminated by your credits, both the dependent care credit, which is going to be illustrated on another page, and the child tax credit. So at the end of the day, you don't have any income tax. This was your federal withholding. You do qualify for earned income credit for your son, and then you also qualify for the refundable portion of the child tax credit. So your withholding and your total credits total this amount. You didn't have any income tax, so that also is your refund. And then that will go to your account at First National. And again, if you want to just reconfirm the account number.
12548. Yep, looks good.
Great, the routing number is properly entered there. So the other pages here are going to detail those figures. This was your credit for the dependent care expenses, which is what eliminated your income tax. And then the actual credit sheet shows that he went to Happy Faces and you paid that amount. Then based on your income, you do qualify for a 29% credit based on your filing status and income. And that's what figured your credit, which eliminated your income tax. The earned income credit also just confirms that Juan is eligible for that credit. And then the additional child tax credit is valued at this. And because your income was this amount less $3,000, this amount is multiplied by 15% to figure your maximum credit, which is greater than the full refundable credit that you're getting for him. And then this is just the checklist for the credits that indicate that you're all good to go. This will be the form you're going to sign with the preparer in a few moments after we're done with the return. And then a summary of your federal and state deposits to come for this grand total that will be going to your checking account at First National. Yeah. In the state, of course, your state return figures as well. All of your demographic information carries over. The state return starts with your federal adjusted gross income. The standard deduction as head of household, reducing your income to the taxable income in Nebraska. This is the tax at that level of income. You do get your personal exemptions that reduces your tax to this. And you had your withholding from your W-2. This is the Nebraska Dependent Care Credit, which is refundable to you. And then you qualified for the state earned income credit, currently at 10% of the federal amount. For this grand total of payments, minus your tax, is your refund. And then that will also go to your same account.
Awesome.
Our information appears here at the bottom of your return, including our phone number where you could reach us. We're open year-round in case you have any questions or get a letter sometime later. You can always bring it back and we'll do what we can to correct that situation.
Awesome.
Do you have any questions for me?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'll send this to the printer and then I'll ask Ginny, you're prepared to pick that up, assemble your information into a folder for you to carry, and we'll wrap up with signatures in a moment, okay?
Awesome. Sounds good.
Thank you so much for coming to see us, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.